While salty snacks are more my thing, I won't turn down some pumpkiny goodness before a long session of arting. Producer Mike sets up the equipment, camera, lights, tripod, and such. Then he usually leaves the studio during the recording. But there are times when he hangs around for a minute or pops in to check if I need anything, like a snack or a beverage. This time, we shared an iced pumpkin cupcake because although fall is still a few days away, as far as we're concerned, the season began on September 1st. The structure of this video is as follows. Some light seasonal snackage, light pad pencil tracing, pen line work, erasing, background wash, painting the details, more line work, white highlights, untaping, and the final glamour shots. The paper is Fabriano Studio Cold Press. It's a 25% cotton paper. A while back, one of my viewers, Massimiliano, informed me of that brand's 50% cotton line called Fabriano 5. Unfortunately, it's difficult to find around here. I know it exists, though, because, well, when someone named Massimiliano talks about a brand called Fabriano, you tend to take his word for it. That, and I also Googled it. I'm sharing this with you because I really like saying the name Massimiliano. I wasn't sure if this project was going to happen since it's sort of big, but you don't get the creamy filling without choking down some cake first. So here we are. Perhaps I should explain that drawing floor plans is a hobby of mine. The only architectural/engineering training I have was a high school drafting class. So, no, I can't produce an actual set of building plans. I don't do roofs or elevations or electrical diagrams, just layouts. For fun. Combine that with a Halloween obsession, and this is what happens. The House of Scares. The plan is to tackle this 3-story house in sections. So, although there is more to the first level, this piece shows only the kitchen, the dining area, and the conservatory. I had a limited color palette in mind, but it went out the window early on as I ended up using paints from Core, Daniel Smith, M. Graham, Holbein, and boku-undo. So basically a bit of everything. That man-eating plant might be a cross between Audrey 2 from Little Shop of Horrors and a pea shooter from Plants vs. Zombies. If the Killer-Plant subgenre is your bag, The Day of the Triffids is probably the big one. But if you haven't already, check out the Creeping Vine segment from Dr. Terror's House of Horrors, one of my favorite horror anthology films. Yeah, maybe a couple of the stories are tedious, but dude, both Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing. Oh, and a very young Donald Sutherland. There's also a plant-themed story in Creepshow, but while the movie is one of my go-tos for Halloween viewing, I usually fast-forward that part. And for goodness sake, just skip the happening altogether. Flooring wasn't part of the plan, but once the objects were placed, I decided to go for it. The diamond tiles work okay in the kitchen. It's the flagstone in the conservatory that's the issue. It competes with the plants for attention. That's why I kept adding more shadows and outlines around the objects, trying to help them stand out. Yeah, it's kind of a mess, and the text is practically unreadable. How are people going to know to stay away from the dangerous man-eating plant? Those blood-red eyes aren't enough. It could be allergic to Boston ferns. This is where I expect having some masking fluid would help. I could have masked all of the notations so they would show better in the end. I'm only guessing about that since I've never used it before. Also, a white pen might work too. I thought about rewriting the text with bleed-proof white, but my brushing hand isn't that steady. This isn't my dream house. For one thing, there's no pantry. Where would one keep all the seasonal goodies like Little Debbie's Pumpkin Delights and the jugs of apple cider? For another, that kitchen is way too small. Look, I'm fine with who knows what buried in the yard and a bubbling cauldron in the middle of a room, but a lack of counter space? You may be wondering, just how long did this painting take anyway? Well, the uncut footage totaled a little over 3 hours. Yeah, it took some effort to get it down to under 30 minutes, which has no bearing on anything since many viewers are going to skip ahead anyway. I know this because it's what I do when watching a 30-minute video. But at least it won't take forever, on my part, to export and upload. Because, that cuts into my streaming service viewing time. And with less than 6 weeks until Halloween, I'm trying to pack in as many spooky programs as possible. Some of my favorites: The Haunting of Hill House, The Curious Creations of Christine McConnell, and Ray Bradbury Theater are already queued up. Sure, I'll pay the price later with dreams about homicidal babies and killer mold, but it'll be worth it. I'm evil laughing here while sharing this painting. Over the next few weeks, expect to see more parts of the House of Scares revealed, such as the mad scientist's laboratory and a not-so-nice nursery. Until next time, don't be plant food, and stay artsy, my friends.